Awesome. Hey guys, just doing a quick round of check-ins. Can you guys hear me clearly? Check, check, check. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Can you guys hear me clearly? Fuck, I need a haircut. Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly? What is this? Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking the voice before we begin. Actually, it's a very fun week, and also we're entering the new financial year, so this is actually going to be very exciting. And actually, there's a lot of things happening right now which we can connect the dots and start taking slight bit of advantage. And I'll show you how to do this as well, right? But hope you guys can hear me clearly. Hope everything is audible, everything's fine before we start the session. Cool, all good. So first of all, happy Yugadi to everyone. Yes, it is a big festival for a lot of people. So happy Yugadi, including me as well. Gudi Padwa and happy Yugadi. So hope everyone is enjoying this. Today we will basically I'm going to talk about a couple of things today very quickly. Okay, so this is me going live on the weekend, a weekend research session. So first of all, I'll put a disclaimer right now that this is a long session. Usually we sit on the weekends for 1 hour. So a lot of people who are here for the first time who don't know this, we are going to sit here for 1 hour. So please be careful about that, right? Or else some people come and be like, hey guys, you know what is this? You guys are, you're doing a video which is so long, 1 hour, make it 20 minutes. This is not 20 minutes video. For 20 minutes video, go watch the previous episode, right? चलो शुरू करते हैं. I'm just putting this for any new person who wants to come and subscribe. You can do that as well, because now we are in the April zone, and April is when I start my second sprint, and I've told you guys. So just okay, let me give you quick updates before we begin. First of all, I want to know from all of you guys, how many of you all liked the video that I posted yesterday? It was slightly different. As I said, I'm also going to be experimenting with a lot of video formats, going back to basics, going back to the roots as well. So I want to understand from you guys how many of you all actually liked the yesterday's video. Put it in the comments below. I just want to know, right, before we begin. Yeah. So quick updates on everything. So Project 200K is starting now. What is Project 200K? Project 200K is basically me doing the second sprint, which is going to go up to 200K. I don't know how long this would take. It might take, what do you call it? It might take 6 months. It might take even a year. But I don't know how long it would take, but we will go slowly, step by step, and ensure that consistency is there with respect to videos, and I'm constantly coming and giving you some information or the other, right? So this is what I would want to do one by one, right? So Project 200K begins today. That is number one. Now, second thing, another update I want to give you is for the next 1 month, I think approximately I've lined up around 20 to 25 videos. Now, these videos are going to be different types of videos, as I explained before, right? What I'm going to do is I'm also going to teach you a little bit of, apart from finance only. So finance is also split into different finances, right? It's not just stock market finance, or it's not just say for example which stocks to buy or which stocks to sell. It's also about you understanding how to look at your personal finance, how to plan the personal finance. So we're going to do some videos on that. So Frank with Shank is me talking about your life skills. Personal finance videos are going to help you understand your personal finances better, because everything comes under finance, right? Like how to manage your credit card, how to get a good credit card in the first place, right? With my own twist, obviously. Then we have the stock market episodes that also come out. So I'll be doing 2 live episodes, actually 3 live episodes. One is individual stock research. Then I'll also be doing a sector-based stock research and telling you good stocks in that particular sector. And then Saturdays I'll come live like this and do a session with you as well. Cool. So yes, someone's putting Tata Alexi fire. Yeah, Tata Alexis has actually gone up, actually gone up a lot, right? So that is actually, I don't know why it's gone up so much. It should not, it should correct right now. It has gone up a bit too much, I would say. It should correct a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, we're all making money and we're in this for the long term, so I'm okay with that, right? And also this month, I think in April or May, I'm going to start that new small case wala thing, which is that 1 year wala small case. So I'm going to start that as well, with some new stocks that I've come up with, right? I'm still doing my research on a few ones. I had posted it on the YouTube community as well, but I'm going to do that also in this coming month. So all of these small things are happening, right? So again, so a lot of people are like, leave the basic videos to other bloggers, less talented ones. Nishant, that's not the case. I'll tell you why. Because people who follow me as well need to understand the basic part of finance as well. I can't directly go jump into fundamental analysis and talk about PE ratios and talk about other stuff when the basics are not clear, right? So I'm a guy who likes to teach, and a teacher should always teach about the basics and also about the advanced things. So that is my thing, right? So that is why I also do basic and I also do advanced at the same time. I keep a mix of both, right? If I start my course, then I'll do everything in one shot for all of you guys. But for that now, that's not happening anytime soon. So let's just focus on this, right? Now, all good? Yeah, voice is fine. What is happening? OCSK, yeah, don't even talk. Like two two games are gone, but the share price is still up. But there's a reason why the share price is up, so I know why that is as well. So a lot of things are happening. Cool. Tata Elxsi added an MSCI index. Yes. Okay. Cool. Yes, giveaway results. Yeah, now one more thing, right? So Tuesday I'm coming and doing a live video on a particular stock, and I'm also going to be announcing the giveaway result for the US stock video that I had done. If you don't know what it is, please go look at it, but I think the deadline is over. But you should definitely go look at that US stock video as well. I'm doing more US stock videos coming up, and I'm also doing Indian stocks versus US stocks kind of comparison this week. So a lot of I'm only overwhelmed with the amount of topics I'm coming, and I'm also putting out a lot of reels and shorts. Now that's an experiment. I don't know if that will work. I'm trying to like crunch it down and see. So all of small things are happening in that. Yes, I'm gonna do two private company analysis as well this month. One is Reliance Retail analysis, because you definitely need to understand what is Reliance Retail doing, why are they acquiring so many people, and second is I'm also going to do the boat IPO review. I'm just waiting for I'm just waiting to see if they're even going to come out with an IPO or not, as Vipin is saying, right? I don't know if they're going to come out with the IPO. Why I'm saying that they might delay their IPO is because everyone is delaying their IPO. Oyo's in fact cut its IPO valuation by half because the market is not as good as it was the last few months, right? Because of all the nonsense that's happening. But either way, screw all that. Let's look at some of the stocks, and let's look at what are the sectors that are going to start trending now. By the way, there's one thing that is going to trend a lot in the next few months. Focus gone. Okay, just give me a sec. What is this? Autofocus is... I didn't even move. Okay, that's fine. That should be fine if I come ahead. Okay, so there are a few things that I want to talk about, right? By the way, how many of you all know what is happening? There is another country that is going through an economic crisis. I want to understand from you guys, how many of you all know this before I start getting into the fundamental analysis of stocks? And we're going to find out good stocks for this month. Can someone tell me right now, there is a country that is going through an economic crisis. Can someone tell me who is going through an economic crisis in the comments? I want to see this. Also, I'll tell you, I have another news as well. Okay, these are two things. Continue first. First, this one, right? Which country is going through an economic crisis? Let me show you this. Let me go to, till then, let me just screen share. See, because today's entire session is about knowledge and understanding how we can use that knowledge. Yes, a lot of people in this chat are saying Sri Lanka. For all the people who don't know this, guys, Sri Lanka is slightly going through an economic crisis right now. They've even called for an emergency. I don't know how many of you all have heard that, but look at this, right? If you look at what's happening with Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka declares a state of emergency amid unrest, curfew in the western province. They're also going through an economic crisis, and it's just getting worse and worse because they don't have paper. They actually had to delay their exams because they didn't have paper. They have no food, no medicine. Lot of problems are happening with Sri Lanka, right? And this is something that was just building up, and now it's actually happened. Now, very sad what's happening in the world thing. Very similar like how you saw in Russia and Ukraine, there was a war happening, global economic problems. This happened. Now Sri Lanka is going through an economic crisis. Okay. Now, can someone tell me how we can take advantage of this? What you should do instantly whenever a country is going through an economic crisis, okay, or whenever, now this is purely financial, this is not political, this is not emotional. Now this is logic and stock market, right? Abhi tak we saw what is emotional and political. We understood there's an economic crisis going on. Now let's leave that aside. Let's look at it from a logical perspective. First thing you need to do, right, is check out what Sri Lanka exports the most. Okay, whenever a country is going through an economic crisis, try to understand what does that country export a lot. Now, why do I say this? Even when you look at Ukraine and Russia's war that happened, let's recap. When the entire Ukraine-Russia war happened, the oil prices went off because Russia was obviously having a massive hold on the oil companies, right? And they also are a very good exporter of oil. So that was a big problem, and see, oil just shot up completely, right? Tile industry got screwed because tile industry, most of the guys are using the Ukrainian soil. So that was also creating a big issue. Now, we need to look at what is Sri Lanka going through this economic crisis. It might go on for at least 1 month. 1 month ke upar jayega hi this one. So let's look at what is happening, right? Sri Lanka basically does a lot of exports, and the majority of exports is in tea and textiles. Okay, textile and tea are the two biggest things that Sri Lanka is exporting right now. Let me just go back. Textile and garments, 52% of total exports, and tea is 17%. This is enough. Main exporting partners are US, UK, Germany, Belgium, Italy. Oof, all the guys who don't like us now. But this is what it is, right? And why I'm saying we need to look at, maybe the quantity is not great. The quantity is not very big compared to, say, because Sri Lanka is a small country, right? Kitna hi export karega. The quantity is not big, but that is not the question, right? The quantity is not big is fine, but there is going to be a demand supply gap. A temporary demand supply gap is going to be there, and this is how I connect the dots, right? Now I go and start looking at what is happening. The top exports of Sri Lanka are tea, which is 1.27 billion. Oh, very good. Women's undergarments of 518, which is textile, 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 textile. Everything's textile. So basically, textile is number one. Tea is number two, and in 2020 Sri Lanka was the biggest exporter of used rubber tires. Okay, so these three things, they're having a big issue right now. So tea is obviously going to be the most, let's call it, the most affected right now, and we know that Sri Lankan tea is very, very, very famous. Now if tea is going to be an issue, there is going to be a slight demand for tea, because the demand is already there, but the supply is going to reduce a lot. So you can see that the prices of tea will slowly go up, and if the prices of tea slowly go up, then tea stocks will do well. And India has a lot of tea, right? India has a lot of tea. So this India is going to definitely take some advantage of this situation. Coming to textiles, right? Textile also, India has a lot of guys who are doing textile, and in fact recently the textile stocks are also rallying a lot, right? That is also happening at the same time. So let's try to find out quickly, how do you do quick analysis of this to find out what is happening in which sector. So if you look at tea, very simple, right? If you don't know how to, I'm just showing you, if you don't know, if you don't have any idea on how to find stocks, tea stocks in India. Okay, I'm just showing for people who don't know how to do this, right? To find out. But by the way, there are big companies in the space that are exporting tea or that are into tea, right? So let's see some tea coffee products. By the way, there's another very interesting thing that happened over the weekend. I'm going to talk to you about that as well, right? This is with respect to what do you call that? This is in respect to Tata consumers. And if you are investing in Tata, Tata is doing a lot of things, and I've told you this before. So if you are planning to invest in Tata, boss, a lot of things are happening in the space, right? Now, 6 popular tea coffee stocks in India 2021 check dividend yield. One is Tata Consumer Products, right? So Tata Consumer Products is something that can do really well. There's McLeod also. McLeod is very famous, guys, are the biggest tea and coffee producers. Tata Global Beverages, Dhansuri Petro, and McLeod. Let's look at all of them one by one, right? McLeod Russell is very famous with respect to tea exports, and in fact, it's already gone up by 6% yesterday because of that unrest news that happened. That's why you'll see this, right? But this is a very small company. I'm not going to invest in this because this is a micro cap company. So whenever a company is in the micro cap space, I usually just kind of stay away from it. So look at this. This is very simple for you guys to look at. This is with respect to your, what do you call that? All the tea and coffee people on money control. It's given with respect to market capitalization, right? Now, obviously, this is going to be a good time to take the top ones out, which is Tata Consumers already at 72,000 market cap, and Tata Coffee, which is at 4,000 crore market cap right now. Coffee and tea, right? McLeod is the one that I said right now, which is also a good exporter, but I would stay away because it's a micro cap right now. So if you do want to take a bet, this is a prime time for Tata Consumers to take a bet. The reason why I'm saying you can take a bet on Tata Consumers or you can take a bet on Tata Coffee is because of an ancillary news that came out. There is another news that came out, which is the merger, right? What is this merger? I'll show you, right? Tata Consumer, Tata Coffee is going through a merger. Right now, what do I mean by this? Tata is trying to group all its companies under one banner, under one roof. Tata is like expenses bahut zyada ho raha hai because we have multiple different subsidiaries. Now we're going to group everything into one big company, right? Which is great because Tata Coffee shareholders are going to benefit from Tata Consumers revamp. Okay, and the analysts are also saying that. And let's look at a bit about how this works, right? Now, there is a swap ratio as well. Let me show you this. Under the scheme, the shareholders of TCL, Tata Consumer Products, will, no, this is not TCL, this is Tata Coffee, I guess, Tata Coffee Limited, yes. So the shareholders of Tata Coffee Limited will receive an aggregate 3 shares of TCPL, which is Tata Consumer Products Limited, for every 10 equity shares they hold. So you'll get 3 shares for every 10 shares that you hold. They will be done by issuing 1 equity share of this, there's a swap ratio, but screw the swap ratio right now. It's anyway good to just invest in it because either which way, whenever the merger happens, this will be good for you, right? By the way, mergers take time to happen. It's not something that happens instantly. Mergers take time to happen, right? Now, someone is saying that this might be a temporary boost. Yes, this is a temporary boost. What you're seeing right now with Sri Lanka is a temporary issue that is happening, but this issue will reflect in the next quarter earnings, or this issue will go on for at least 1 month, right? 1 month, this problem will be there. It will not obviously get solved. Economic crisis doesn't get solved in 1 month. So 1 month you will see that now the exports are going more from Tata Coffee guys or the Tata Tea guys, or basically Tata Tea is doing a lot of exports. Now let's try to take advantage of it. Now someone is asking what is swap ratio. Let me clear out what is swap ratio, right? When a merger happens, when two stocks get merged with each other, there is a ratio of stocks that you get. So for example, let's say, just to give you an example, let's say Shashank is a company and Rahul is a company, right? But both are trading at different prices. So what, when a merger happens, it's a new company called Shashank and Rahul Company Limited. It'll be like for every 3 stocks of Shashank you hold, you will get 5 stocks of Rahul because of the valuation gap that is there. So it all depends on those things, right? Any due date for this swap ratio? No due date for this swap ratio. Now what happens is, it depends on when the merger and acquisition is actually going to happen, and when the merger and acquisition is actually going to happen, because now they just announced it, right? When it's actually going to happen, they have to go through different regulatory approvals. A lot of other things are there when you do a merger and acquisition, and after that they will come out with a date for the swap date. Okay, cool. Yes, arbitrage opportunity as well. All of the things are there, but this is a good time to invest either in Tata Coffee or either in Tata Consumer. I would take a bet in Tata Consumer because 70,000 crore market cap on Tata Consumer is, I think, nothing compared to what it can be in the future, right? And looking at the P ratio, it is very, very, very overvalued right now, sadly. But I don't know how you can wait, because see, from the last 1 year, it has been overvalued, right? Everything's been overvalued from the last 1 year. So the best time to enter was at 12th June 2020. And if you look at 12th June 2020, right? One sec, 3 years. This was the, I'll show you what was the best time to invest at 12th June. Yeah, this was the best time to invest at 371. But now it is at 800 and whatever, 800. So if you had said कि Shashank, it was overvalued and I should have invested before, and you would have waited because it was overvalued, you would have never made money, right? So that is the thing. You'll have to invest some, whenever a stock is overvalued, there's 2 ways to trade it, right? One, you wait for it to become good valuation, which is the P ratio comes down to around 40ish, which is its median, but then you will lose out because it can go up. The second option is you can do what I do. I invest in it even if it's overvalued, but when it goes down, I average it again. And if it goes down even more, I average it again. If it goes down even more, I average it again, right? So I keep averaging it, because then once it goes up, my average is lower, so I eventually make money either way. So no problem with that, right? So yeah, Tata Consumer Products, definitely a good bet for the next 1 month. No, I would say next 1 year only. This is a good bet for the next 1 year, right? I would take a bet on this for the next 1 year. Now, another thing is happening. The textile companies are also going to do really well right now, because little bit of Sri Lankan issue is going to happen for the next 1 year. So let's look at all the textile companies and let's look at what are the popular textile companies that are there, right? This, I'm showing it to you in a way where it is very easy for people who don't know how to do this. You can come and try to figure out all of these by yourself. So textile and apparel, this is how the companies are currently doing that. Now, if you look at KPR Mill, I know for a fact KPR Mill is doing really well. Trident, a lot of people are talking about it, but I think it's also done a massive rally up right now. Page Industries is anyway very big, but I don't think you should invest in Page Industries right now. KPR Mill looks very attractive, right? And let me just open KPR Mill right now, one sec. Pure play textile company, 21,000 crores, 626 current market price, good P ratio of 26, good ROE and ROCE, which is this very healthy ROE and ROCE. Look at the P ratio right now. Yeah, it is actually not very bad. It is obviously trading at a higher rate right now, but it's not very bad. If you look at the 5-year rate, it's gone up obviously a lot. This is the P ratio. Let me look at this. Good rally in the last 1 year. Now it's in the consolidation phase. So whenever it's in the consolidation phase, what do? We wait until it breaks the consolidation, right? What do you mean by average it? Roland is asking. Average is basically when it falls down, I buy more, right? So the average goes down a little more. When it falls down even more, I buy a little more. So this looks very good. Why? Because, oh shit, one sec. I didn't log in. What? Give me a sec. I don't want you guys to see email ID and then everyone will just email me saying, Shashank, this is your email ID. I'm going to message you. Mat karo aisa. Not nice. Dude, I've had people just call me randomly and saying, you know what, thank you, and it's so rude, and then just block them because you can't do that. Okay, KPR Mill looks very interesting, and I've also heard that they're doing a lot of capex. So let's look at this, right? 30 major across, which is presence across the textile value chain. Very interesting. It also does products in the yarn, fabric, garment, sugar, molasses, ethanol. So this is a mix of both, because it also does ethanol, which is also a trend. Till 2025, ethanol trend is going to go on. I don't know how many of you know this, but ethanol trend is going to go on till 2025. If you don't know how that is going to happen, after this session, I would strongly suggest you guys Google ethanol blending. Just Google ethanol blending in India, and you will see what is happening. What is a safe PE ratio? Safe PE ratios, I would say anywhere between 24 for normal companies, and if you're a premium company, then 40. Right, 24 to 40 is the good range, and you can see what the company is trading in. Right, if you see the P ratio of this is the median. Right, you'll see that the median is currently this gray line that you can see here. The gray line is currently at 16 for this stock. So for this stock specific, it is trading slightly higher than the P ratio. But again, as I say, I don't look at P ratios too much, because to be honest, I don't care too much about P ratios, because if I had not invested looking at P ratios, then I would have never made money in the market. Right, you have to keep investing. If it goes down, it's fine, you keep averaging. If it goes down, no problem at all. Right, no issues. Now look at this. The company exports to 60 countries. Major exporters are UK, China, Australia, USA. Oh, two of the countries that are exporting also by Sri Lanka. So we can also become a substitute now, because the UK companies and the US companies can actually export more from us. So this is great. So this would look very interesting, and let's look at the fundamentals very quickly. Coming down here. Yeah, fundamentals this year, COVID year was bad. Not COVID year, yeah, this COVID year was bad a little bit. If you look at it from a last 5-year CAGR, it's okay. It's growing, but not at a very, very crazy pace, but it's definitely growing over the last few years. And if you look at the stock price, is it growing? No, the stock price has not been growing from the last few years, but now it's been growing. So this, I would say, is a risky bet to take right now, just from a risk to reward ratio, but only because of the ethanol blending program, I would take a small bet on this. Small bet, not a big bet, a very, very small bet. I would take a bigger bet maybe on Tata Consumer, and instead of taking a very big bet on this, because of the Tata Coffee merger, that will also unlock a lot of values, right? So that is how you can look at stuff. Cool. Now, okay, what else? CCL is good. CCL is also good, man. CCL is also not bad. Let's look at CCL. Someone says CCL as well. So CCL is basically engaged in the production of coffee. This is a coffee brand. Look at this. Last 1 year, last 3 years, last 5 years. It's only moving right now. Again, I would, if there's Tata consumers over there, I would rather take a bet on Tata Consumer, right? I mean, because they are doing a lot of things. So I'm a very big player on Tata right now. At least for the next 5 years, Tata is going to give, whatever Tata stock you take will give you a lot of money. That's what I would say, right? So I would go for Tata right now. Cool. Now, coming back to, okay, let's look at what is happening in the world of technical analysis, right? Bank Nifty obviously did a very good run last day of the financial year. Let's look at Tata Consumer Products, because we were looking at that right now. So let's see if it's here. Yeah, it was there. Okay, let's look at Tata Consumer Products. So Tata Consumer Products, this is something that we had done a line before, right? So Tata Consumer Products is currently actually doing a nice breakout of a channel, because if you see, this was the basic channel, right? It was going up and down on this channel right now. Itna I could say, it was going up. So it's slowly going out. In fact, we had seen a lot of other companies that had recently done a breakout. I don't know how many of you all remember the breakout stocks that we did, but we spoke about some breakout. Remember, I told you that whenever a stock breaks out, it comes and does a retest, and after it does a retest, it starts going back up again. In fact, now there's a perfect time to invest in this one stock, if you're only playing swing trading style, right? Look at this. I don't know how many of you have seen IND Hotel. So if you look at IND Hotel right here very clearly, right? Look at this. So IND Hotel, you could say that this was the breakout, and this is where the breakout had happened, right? This was the channel that it was trading in. It has broken out, it has come back to retest, and now it will just start going up in an upward journey. So this looks very good because it has broken out of this channel after a very long time. It'll retest and then it'll start shooting up even more. In fact, if you look at Laurus also is making a beautiful thing. Let me just show you where Laurus is. Where did I put Laurus, man? Give me a sec. Lot of stocks are showing very good signs for swing trading for this month. Okay, look at Laurus right now. This is it's just going through my chart perfectly. It's not even like doing something else. It's just going through my chart very perfectly. This is what it was trading. So this is like a head and shoulder, right? Like a head and shoulder pattern that was creating, and then this was the breakdown that happened where it broke all these levels. It took a support 2-3 times in this level. Like, look at this. once, twice, thrice, and then when it broke down, this was where you would take a sell entry, right, over here. Actually, that not this day, but you would take it here. 568 was your sell position at here, or you would have taken a P position here. Then it's just been doing swing up and down, up and down, and then finally over here it broke out a little bit, and now it's broken out and it's come back and it's respecting this line again. It's the same line, 587 ka line jo hai, it is not 5, yeah, it is, yes, 587 ka line jo hai, it is again respecting the same line. And now it depends. Now if it goes back down, it's going to become a problem, but if it goes back up, then it's good for you, right? Okay, my camera might switch off for a second. Let me just be right back. Okay, I have to just swap out the batteries. Be right back. My camera is going to switch off for a sec. I'll just be back in like 1 second. Checking. Yeah, coming back. Sorry, I think I kept my thing for charge, but then I think it didn't charge. Cool. Now, if you look at Lotus Labs, I'm expecting a good 23% upside now, because now it enters into the new channel of this range, right? This is the new range that it was trading. Hopefully it should go 724 becomes the new resistance, and if it breaks that out, then it is again going to go to its all-time high. But if it goes down below this, then it comes back into this channel, which is back to 446. So hopefully people are saying that April is going to be maybe a good month. Also a lot of results are going to come out in April, so let's see, because if it respects this and it starts going up, this is a very good swing trade for you to take until 700 levels minimum you can take. That's a very good 20% upside on Lotus Labs, right? That's how I would see, right? Now coming to Tata Consumers, we already saw. So Tata Consumers here, this was what I was doing some time pass on Tata Consumers. Okay, so look at Tata Consumers. Again, if you look at the two things that it's trading in, this was one channel, this was the second channel. Again, it broke down here. After it broke down, it came down. Now it's just given a beautiful, sweet, nice, cute breakout over here. With strong volume breakouts are also happening. Now it depends on the next day. It will retest this level, which is 779, and then go up again. Then it's going to go up till 892. So again, a good opportunity coming out here. Someone was talking about Adani. Let's look at Adani as well. Look at Inox. Oh my God. We were talking about Inox, I remember, and we said if it breaks this, it's going to be a breakout. But then merger news came, so screw this 467, directly went to 419, right? So it kept going up. Someone was saying, can you check Jubilant Foodworks as well? Okay, cool. By the way, these other companies, the fiber network companies are also doing well. HFCL, Tejas Networks, you should look at them also if you're actually looking at. HFCL actually very good. I would also say Idea might do really well. Remember I told you take a small bet in Idea, not a big bet. But you can maybe take a small bet, because if this does a turnaround story, it'll be crazy. I would say it'll be very crazy, because it's looking like it's giving all the signals for a turnaround story, Vodafone Idea. And if the government takes stake in this, then I would be slightly bullish on this, and it's respecting this level from a very long period of time, which is this one. So if it does break this, I mean, if it does go above again, it can go up to, I don't know, this is looking good. In what I'm just saying is looking good, right? I don't know how long it'll take. Might take years and years and years, but this looks good. Cool. What else? Someone was asking some company, I forgot. Adani Power. Okay, someone was asking Adani Power. Adani Enterprises also, my God. Adani stocks are just so weird sometimes. Okay, let's look at IndusInd Bank. Okay, IndusInd Bank, nothing fancy right now. HDFC is just trading in that same channel. Deepak is also trading in the same channel. I'm still waiting for it to break this out. Bata India, no, nothing. I'm just looking at all the stocks, right? This one was a clear breakout. Sheh. So by the way, look at this. Okay, very good breakout thing. This is, by the way, Delta Corp, your casino, right? This is actually very good. I'll tell you why. Because this is the perfect analysis of a stock, right? It's trading in a particular channel. This was a clear indication of a breakout. This was a clear indication of retest. And this is where you would take the entry again. This date on 24th March was the day you would take entry again. If you had taken an entry on 24th March, you would have got a very good upside of around 10%. but you know how to identify them now, right? I mean, I've been showing this to you like quite a bit, and now I hope you know how to identify them. But this was good. This even I missed out. This is a clear double bottom W pattern, and this will obviously after it hit double bottom and it breaks the previous high, then you should take an entry here. Okay, so for all the people who don't know what a double bottom is, okay, so let me just draw it here. Right, so double bottom is basically like, I'll tell you what, this is the V double W that's created, right? Now this is the double bottom, one here and one here. It's hitting the same line twice and then it starts going up, but you don't know whether it's going to go up and might be coming down. So that's not a clear indication of a buy or sell. But if it breaks this W wala pattern ka top, if it breaks this is where you take an entry position, because now it has clearly broken out from the previous resistance or previous high that it had made, and this is where you take the upside from. So if you had to take a entry position on here, I would take the entry position on this date, giving you a good upside of 8%. Now I know it's very difficult, because I'll tell you why. You have to keep looking at stocks, you have to keep trading them, so you have to keep having a watch list like this. But it's not very difficult, guys. It's quite, if you I'm also to be honest, I'm also learning a lot. I'm doing, like, I'm reading up a lot on a day-to-day basis on technical analysis, chart analysis, patterns, different strategies by everyone. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm learning right now with all the different strategies that I'm picking up. There's so many strategies, and I'm not even come to option selling yet. That's final thing that I'm going to learn from PR Sundar, hopefully from some of his courses. But I'm just learning the basics right now, so I can teach it to you also in a very simple format. But slowly you'll keep seeing me getting better and better and better, right? Wipro, again, this is a good retest over here. It's broken out of this pattern. This is actually a very good time to enter Wipro. This is a good time to enter Wipro, because I'll tell you why. See, it's come back to this line again, and it's taken that respectful line again. So tomorrow, if it opens in green, not tomorrow, maybe on Monday, if it opens in green, then you can predict that this is going to go up again, right? Till here, it's going to go up 666 slowly, not instantly, but it'll take time and it'll go up. But yes, this would go up eventually, because now it has broken out from this pattern. Someone was asking Adani, no? Let me just check. Adani, though, I don't know, man. Like, it's so weird, because literally every Adani stock. But what, you already missed out your chance. Whoever asked for Adani in the chat, boss, this is very self-explanatory. We had done the line here. If it broke this line, and we had also drawn two lines, this was the next barrier of resistance. Boys, it literally broke both the lines. So is it a good time now? I want to ask the chat, because we're all about learning. Is it a good time to take entry in this stock right now? Right? Is it a good time to take entry in Adani stock right now? My guess is, I would say no, because look at this. It has gone up too much. With too much volume, it has gone up too much. That means it's a news-based trigger. That is why it has gone up so much. But whenever something goes up too much, it has to also correct. So now I can see this coming down at least till here. It will definitely come down till 170 for sure, and then maybe make another rally, right? So it is going to come down. So I would not take a bet on Adani. In fact, I would take a P call right now. Instead of taking a C call, because this is a bit too high, man, to be honest, a bit too high. Raymond Cup and Saucer. Oh, really? That's interesting. By the way, there are a few companies that have also got golden crossover. Let me show you that. One sec. Yeah, not a clear Cup and Saucer. Cup and Saucer is even more deep, and then it has the other thing, but, or maybe you're talking about 15-day and all. No, I'm only looking at daily charts, right? But even if you look at it from a daily chart, whoever has suggested Raymond, this was a good breakout point, because it's a trading in this range, so it has actually broken out here. It might come back and retest somewhere around 819 or 820. It might come back and then it'll shoot up again. Yeah, so it was a good thing. Tata Elxsi, let's look at. Boss, what is happening with Tata Elxsi? Remember, with Tata Elxsi, basically for a long period of time trades in a particular channel. Okay, it's been trading like this, and now it's constantly hitting this channel. Look at this, 4 times it's hit this channel. So this, as I said, it has gone up too much, and there's a very high possibility that it might come down a little bit right now. So please keep an eye on this. It might come down a little more, right? Another thing that I have taken a massive bet on is Explio. I recently took that bet on, and I think I put it in the community thing as well. So this is where I am. I needed to break this barrier of once. It's gone up 2 times, 3 times above 1700, but it's not respecting it, because if it doesn't, then it'll come back down to this position again, right? It'll come back down to 1.3. So I'm just praying that if it breaks this out, then I will catch it on a good rally time. But this is also very similar to a cup and handle, cup and saucer kind of a thing. It's again creating something here, and it should break out. If it breaks out, it'll do well. And I'm just waiting for the merger to happen. The merger is supposed to happen. The acquisition is supposed to happen in June, and if it happens in June, the revenues will automatically go up and everything will go up again. Cool. Where do I park my emergency fund? So guys, I'm going to make a separate video on where I park my emergency fund, because the last video that I had made, I don't know how many of you all saw the last video, but if you have not seen the last video, let me just put the link up here as well. So if you have not seen the last video, go check out the last video, because a lot of people have been asking me to tell where do I invest my emergency fund, and I can actually I would rather do a separate video on where I invest my emergency fund, because a lot of people have asked me that. Let me just put the thing in the chat here. Calm down, calm down, calm down. My God. Yeah, so go watch that video if you want, after this maybe, or just put it on your watch list later on. Cool. Okay. So I'm just doing a quick round of technical analysis, then we'll go into a stock analysis very quickly. Okay. Quick round of technical analysis. Sri Lanka we saw already. Let's see what is ChartLink saying. So ChartLink gives us a good idea. By the way, there are some golden crossovers that have happened. Golden crossovers are very important, and a good company also has given a golden crossover. Apparently Pi Industries has given a golden crossover. So let's look at Pi Industries. By the way, I'm slightly bullish on fertilizer stocks for the next 2 years. Okay. Slightly bullish for Pi Industries, for fertilizer stocks for the next 2 years. So one sec. Yeah. So Pi Industries golden crossover has happened. What is a golden crossover? For all the people who don't know, it is a crossover between two EMAs, which is the exponential moving average. So when the moving averages cross each other, that means it is entering a bullish zone, right? So Pi Industries looks like it's entering a bullish zone. ITC is also there in the bullish golden crossover, and Reliance is in the golden crossover. Infosys is in the golden crossover. I would look at ITC right now, because ITC can also benefit, by the way. ITC can also benefit from Sri Lanka's demise also, right? So let's look at ITC also here. The lovely ITC trajectory growth, lovely growth, right? If it breaks this, it needs to break 260 though. It has to break 260. If it breaks 260, then we are in a good zone for that. Is when you take a nice buy position on ITC. If it breaks 260, okay, so just wait for the 260 break, because golden crossover is suggesting that. Pi Industries already has broken up, little late on that. Reliance Industries, let's check. So if Reliance Industries is so another very important thing, guys, I don't know how many of you all know this. If Reliance Industry is going to rally, then your stock market is automatically going to rally, right? Why? Because Reliance Industries majority weight is with the Sensex. So if Reliance Industries and Bajaj Finance goes up, then you can predict that the Sensex is also going to move up. And in fact, Reliance has broken this channel. If it breaks 2760, then we are in for an all-time high breakout. And if it breaks the all-time high, then we will see a massive rally happening. Okay. If it needs to break this, it needs to break 2760. If it breaks that, we're in a good shape. Let's look at Bajaj Finance. Look at both actually. Bajaj Finance, no, still in the same stuck on the same thing. Okay. Bajaj Finserv, no, nothing conclusive here as well. It's not moving much. So no clear evidence on Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv right now on the daily chart. But Reliance is looking very interesting on the chart, right? Because now it'll come back to this point and then maybe go up. So April looks like a good month, and now with Sri Lanka doing a small issue, I don't know how the market's going to react on Monday because of Sri Lanka. But if market reacts negatively on Monday because of Sri Lanka's economic crisis, me and you already know which stock to start investing in, right? Because now demand is going to surge up. And people don't have, we will be like, dude, I need money. So we might see a small rally, because see, a lot of people know how to do this connecting the dots situation, right? So it might do really well. Let's look at HFCL. A lot of people wanted HFCL and Himachal Futures, futuristic communication, right? So HFCL actually broke out from its 35.40. I was tracking this from 35.40. But it broke out right now, and it's again trading range bound right now. So we'll wait a little bit. There are a few new companies that I had found. I think I had posted it. Slightly risky small cap companies. So I was doing a lot of research on risky small cap companies. And if you remember, I had posted it also on the community tab in my community, right? So some of the ones were NIIT. NIIT looks very good. Why am I saying NIIT looks very good? Let me show you NIIT, right? See, another thing we need to understand is big companies. Okay, if they start investing, big funds are investing lots and lots of money into a particular company, then they've done enough they've done enough analysis on this, and that is why they've figured this out and they've seen it, right? Now, NIIT is a company where two big companies have actually taken stake in. One is Vanguard and one is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, right? So two companies have taken a massive position in this, and look at NIIT stock right now, right? recently it's shot up. It's also giving good returns in the last 1 year. Last 3 years here it gave no return in this period, but now it's slowly going up. Let's look at, we'll have to do a little more deep dive into this, but I'm just trying to look at the profit and loss. See how the profit and loss is actually negative. I'm trying to understand this, right? The profit and loss doesn't look attractive at all, but why did Vanguard invest so much money into this? Even though the reserves are like 1,400 crores right now, why did Vanguard invest so much money into this? That is a very important question. So whenever something like this happens, your ears should start standing up, and this is where we do a proper fundamental analysis and a fundamental research to figure out why this stock is going up. So few stocks I have found in the small cap region whenever I keep doing my research. Angel One was something that I am looking at as well, because Angel One again got investment from who's this? Vanguard. Again, they got investment from Vanguard. It was so close to breakout but did not do a breakout. It's come down here, so keep watching for this 1643. If it breaks 1643, that is a good time for you to buy, or else it's still range bound. But Angel One looks very interesting. Apart from that, we had Nahar, Yasho Industries, and one more was a Nahar Poly. Okay, that's also I'm checking. I'm not told this to you guys, but I'm checking these things. The reason why I don't tell this to you guys is because it's very, very, very risky. Anything can happen, and I'm also going to do a video on where I found such stocks, right? Because I keep track of all the superstars, and I'll show you how to keep a track of superstars. Because the Nahar Poly is doing really well. It's also in with respect to your sales, it is showing a growth right now, but again I need to do more research. That is why it has good reserves and surplus. So I'm not going to give you a clear cut buy or sell on this because I don't know. Again, it's very risky. That is why, right? But either way, that's a different point. Cool. So I would suggest keep looking at that. By the way, the stock of the month, either way, whatever you guys tell me, the stock of the month was Tata Elxsi, because it gave a massive rally in the last few days, right? Okay, there's one more. Filatex. What was Filonex? Filatex also is in my radar. Let me just check. Was it Filatex? This one or Finotex? There's a chemical company. Finiotex chemical. Yeah, the chemical company. Yes. So this also is looking really interesting. I'll tell you why. Because FINEO. Okay. Chemical to is good. Right. See this FCL. Yes. So FCL, look at this. It's a beautiful chart that has been created where it's a consistent, nice channel. You can see the trade happening in a nice channel. It's very similar to how you saw the Tata Elxsi chart that was happening. Right. This is looking very attractive. Only because it's trading in the same channel where this line is supposed to be a little lower. Yeah, I would say it's trading like this in this channel, very beautifully respecting it, but in a nice upward trend. So you can actually check out why this stock is going in a nice upward trend. If you look at the P ratio, it's slightly higher, but again, why is it going up? Is it because the revenues are going up slowly? Yes, revenues are going up. The profit is going up. Also, is it because there's a massive capex happening? That is something that you should also check. If there is capex happening, you can check it here with fixed assets purchase. Yes, March 21, they have done some capex, and they might be planning for more capex in the coming days. So all of these small things looks really interesting. India Cements. Someone wants India Cements. Okay. India Cements at 218. India Cements is a company that goes up slowly. I mean, it does go up, but now it's again stuck again. But it will go up, but it'll take some time, man. I would say wait if it comes to, again, this is okay. I mean, you can take if it's a long-term bet, India Cements is okay, but in the short term, it's in a very medium zone. Like it's not too high, it's not too low, so you can do whatever you want. Alkylamine, Info Edge, both have 25% loss. What do I do? Okay, someone is spamming. Tim James is spamming Zomato. Curry deta. Okay, fine. I'll just do Zomato for you. I thought didn't invest only in Zomato. It's just looks like Zomato has reached its rock bottom. Look at this. It's been making a line over here. But Zomato is not a stock that you can like. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't invest in things like where I don't even see profit, because see, I'll tell you what, at one point the VC world is great, at one point your valuations are anyway stupid right now, and when the world comes to reality and says boss ud jao, right, profit dikhao, when the world comes and says profit dikhao, that is the point when you realize that all these stocks are going to be stupid, right? I mean, these stocks won't do really well. So I would not take a big bet on this, man, to be honest. Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. Now, I want to drink water and then I want to start the weekend research by taking some stock recommendations from your name. But before that, I want to see likes, because I can see 623 people watching the stream with only 198 likes. So it should reach at least 300 now. Come on. Enough. What is this nonsense? Hmm. By the way, I'm gonna do a reel on top. I'm gonna do a reel on 5 Tata companies that you guys have not heard about. There are 5 beautiful small Tata companies that nobody has heard about, and I'm gonna do a big, nice thing about that as well, right? But in the meantime, please click on the like button, or else I'm gonna wait, and you'll have to wait with me. Yugadi ke time pe don't make me also wait, okay? But look at all these things, man. So easy, so nice to look at all of these bullish stocks, breakout stocks, 15-minute stock breakouts. It looks very nice, right? Perfect sell. No, no, no. I don't want perfect sell. I only want perfect buy. Intraday bullish scans. Yeah. So these are some very good stocks, but I would keep a track on Infosys. Infosys is looking very interesting. Who's doing 52-week breakout? Adani Power. Adani is Adani is actually finished its 52-week breakout. Ruchira Papers, JK Papers, these are doing also really well. Wouldn't be surprised because of the massive shortage that's happening right now. Wow, not bad, guys. We're almost at 300 likes. Very interesting. HFCL has also done a breakout. Power Grid has done a breakout. Taj has done a breakout. Tata stocks are very good right now. If you want to take a nice bet for the next few years, I would take a bet on Tata stocks, to be honest. It's very interesting right now. Very good stocks on Tata, right? Textile also, I would take a few bets on textile. KPR Mills is something I would take because I don't know how many of you all know about the ethanol blending program. Yeah. The reason why I'm saying look at ethanol blending program is because, again, this is only till 2025, but the reason why I'm not too bullish on ethanol blending is because slowly ethanol blending demand will go less and the EV demand will come more, and we have seen so many companies are actually coming and buying EV stocks. So many companies are coming and buying EV cars. So it's doing really well, right? By the way, I actually want to do another video. I want to ask you your recommendation. Do you want me to make a video on how to, I mean, a video on say car buying, right? Because like I'll tell you why. Because I'm a finance guy, right? I look at car and I love depreciation. I don't know how many of you all know this. So car is a depreciating asset, right? So whenever someone goes to buy a car, I get very irritated when someone goes and buys a first hand car, because you're buying at the max rate and it gets depreciated over time, because car is a car, right? You still have the same and you spend a lot of money on the same car, right? So I can actually do a nice video on it sometime later on, not now. But if you do want a nice video on first hand versus second hand versus how do you actually think about the perfect ratio of buying a car, because I don't like buying first hand. It's just stupid because I have to pay full depreciation. I mean, I have to just take up all the depreciation and it's just annoying. Okay, so let's do one thing. Chalo, let's start the weekend research. We have 341 likes. Thank you guys. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It'll help me a lot as well because I'm doing the new sprint to project 200k. I'll put the link here also. I'm spamming today. Massive spamming. Replacement message, yes. Yeah, cool. I might be actually buying a new car. I'll keep you guys updated very soon. Okay, so now I want all of you guys to tell me which stock we should do research today on. You guys can spam here. I will put 4 options here as well on it. You guys will vote for it, and the highest voted thing only will come, and I will do the research. Quick fundamental analysis on it because it's Yugadi, so we'll do it slightly quicker. Okay. So please put the name. Ola Scooty getting burnt. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been seeing that Ola scooter getting burnt. Pune mein hua, Chennai mein hua. I think they were too early to the market, to be honest. Someone's spamming. I'm assuming it's Tata Tinplate. Okay. And also, guys, don't give me stocks that other YouTubers have already done. That's just sad. Give me stocks that you want to see. Don't give stocks that other YouTubers have already done, right? Electra I have already done, guys. Electra's हो गया मतलब किया हुआ है Electra. बहुत I'm a firm believer in Electra, I would say. I love the spam. It's like this is what I come for the weekends for. This spam. It just looks so beautiful. Spam is a fun. Okay. Actually, this one was good. A lot of people are asking. Okay, guys. Vote. I've just put out the 4 stocks for you to vote. Please vote, and then we will do a quick analysis of this. In the meantime, all the people who haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because then you won't get access to all the new news that keeps coming out. And by the way, I'm doing the sprint to 200k. That'll help me a lot. And I'm on Tuesday I'll be coming live and I will actually reveal the winner of the last giveaway also, right? So both things will be done. Both things will be done. Cool. Awesome. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. Yes. So guys, please vote. Depending on your votes, we will do a quick analysis of the stock, right? Because today is Yugadi. So let's do a quick analysis of stock. There's good votes on Tata Tinplate and Varun Beverages. Very good amount of votes on both. But there's only 186 votes with around 621 people watching. It'll take you 1 second to vote. It's anonymous. If you vote, then we will do quick research about that stock. So 2 minutes लगेगा आपको. Just do it. Click on it and you can quickly vote, right? Till then, let me go do chart analysis of the two clear winners that are being seen right now. Tata Tinplate. Tata Tinplate was one of the stocks I was going to come out in my reel. Ooh, very interesting. Tata Tinplate, guys. Very interesting on Tata Tinplate. Good upward trajectory. Very good looking Tata Tinplate. Very, very good looking. Today I was watching PR Sundar's video before this. PR Sundar's annual feels like I'm watching Warren Buffett's annual result. It's so nice. He's so sweet, that guy, man. I really like. The way he's so humble and he's like, you know what, this is what it is. I like it. Yeah, so this is Tata Tinplate. Looks very interesting. Let me just check Varun Beverages as well. It's such a close fight between Tata and Varun. Varun is consolidating. No, it's not consolidating. It is now. It's in a very weird zone. This zone is slightly looking weird, but apart from that, this is doing. It's going upward. We'll do research. We'll check who's the winner. Quite close, man. Tata Tinplate and Varun Beverages both are very close. Should I just do both so that everyone's happy? Should I quickly just do both? Tata Tinplate and Varun Beverages. Should I do both? Let me know. We'll do it quickly though, right? I'll do both quickly. What's that tattoo in your hand? I have a lot of tattoos, man. Should I do both? Should I do both? Okay. Let me figure out and do both. So coming back to the thing, first is Tata Tinplate. Tata Tinplate on the chart also looks very good. Is in a nice bullish pattern right now. Again, it's also in a very swing trade-ish pattern. So look at this. It's like going up, going down, going down, going up. So I think 439 is a good time for you to look at, because if it breaks this pattern, then it'll go up. If it doesn't break the pattern, then it'll go slowly downwards towards 340-ish. So I would slightly wait, because it's going up and down, right? It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. So it's been trading in this normal channel of approximately this much, 40-50% channel up and down is happening constantly, right? So now it's in that slightly upper zone. So I would do research about it, but I would say wait. Cool. Number one. Now let's look at fundamental analysis of Tata Tinplate. Okay. Now let me go here. Yeah. Now, Tata Tinplate is a subsidiary of Tata Steel. First of all, understand that Tata Tinplate is a subsidiary of Tata Steel. So, Tata Steel subsidiary, Tata. Okay. Now, how much share does this have? Let's look at all of this, right? One by one. Now, what does this do? It is a producer of tin coated and tin free sheets of tin free steel sheets. Okay. So, they manufacture this and they put a lot of products here as well. Exports are 14%, domestic at 86%. The company is the largest producer of tinplate in India. It is the biggest producer of tinplate in India. 39% of the domestic market is about domestic market, and 52% of the prime tinplate market share is with these people as well. Okay, so again, it's also backed by Tata Steel and it's also backed by Tata. So obviously it is a good stock right now, and it's also a stock that is constantly growing, right? And if I look at a 10-year chart, it has actually gone up quite well right now. So it's a 4,200 crore market cap. That means there is a lot of scope for it to still grow. Yes, there is a lot of scope for it to still grow. Number one, P ratio is very low right now. Let's check what is the P. Oh, beautiful time to enter. Also, if you're entering, this is a good time to enter because it's undervalued with respect to its P ratio. So this is a good time to enter. The only thing that look bad right now is ROE and ROCE, 17% and 12%. This could have been better. It is not great right now, but from an entry point of view, this Tata Tinplate looks very good to enter, right? Let's look at the sales. Okay, let's look at, is there a sales growth? There was a sales massive growth in 2019, but after that it's a normal growth. If you ignore this 2019 period, then it is a good growth going on, but a very slow good growth going on. Look at this, the EPS didn't move much. Let's look at this quarter. The 2200 was what happened in March 2021. Let's look at what is happening right now. Right now they are at 866. They have done 866 plus 977 plus 1180. That's wow. So if you only calculate the last 3 quarters of sales of Tata Tinplate, it is 866 plus 977 plus 1180. That is 3000 crores already. Now last year was 2200 crores. This year is already 3000 crores without the fourth quarter result coming on. So that means this company is going to give you a bumper. This yearly result is going to be very nice, right? The yearly result is going to be very interesting. Okay, so this is a very good buy. And in fact, if you look at the profit, they're keeping a profit margin of how much right now? Right, let me check. OPM is around 11%. OPM needs to go up a lot. Their OPM is overall OPM is around 8% on a yearly basis. This needs to go up, definitely needs to go up, but it looks like you will have a good result right now. So I would 100% I would look at taking a bet right now on Tata Tinplate. They have good reserves, very less borrowings. This is one quick analysis of this. Apart from that, let's see if they have investor presentation. If usually at this stage they might not have, but let's see if they have annual report of Tata Tinplate. I don't want annual report. Let me go to investor relations. By the way, you get all of this on their website. Yeah, all you have to do is just go to investor relations. Why is it throwing me to annual report? Okay, they don't have. Let me check if they have. No. So they don't have this. They only have annual report, and we will have to wait for this year's annual report, right? Because this year's annual report has not come yet for the year 2022, but we will have to wait for that. So the only other thing is, where else can we get information about Tata Tinplate? Let's look at Tata Tinplate. If there is a research report, this will help us a lot. Okay. See, we have to try to get as much information as possible from this, right? So let's look at trend line. Do they have it? I keep putting Tata Tinplate. Okay, let me check. I'm just trying to get all the information I can, but from a fundamental perspective, it looks really, really, really interesting, right? From a fundamental analysis perspective. Corporate actions, deals, no reports as well. Very disappointing that they don't have any reports. Nobody's tracking this. That means, okay, that means no mutual fund holdings, no institutional holdings at all in Tata Tinplate. But it's in the strong performer getting expensive zone, so that is good if it's in this zone right now, right? Let's look at some news articles. We have to look at everything. Stock after, oh shit, no, don't see that article. I'm gonna do a video on that article. That's why, not on that article, but little inspired from that article. No news as well. Actually, there's only one news, which is August 2021. But no news on that as well. So I would not take a bet on that news. But I would definitely take a bet on this stock. Stock looks really attractive. Let's look at their last year's thing. Subsidiary Tata Steel holds 74% stake in this. TCL is a leading tinplate product. Guys, I would take a bet on this. Right, from what I've seen right now, with the fundamentals that is also growing, and with steel also doing really well. But again, look at the positives and negatives for this. Tata Tinplate is very good. Why? Because it has Tata backing and it's a subsidiary of Tata Steel. 74% stake Tata Steel has, number one. Number two, the negatives, let's look at this. This is a very cyclical stock. Cyclical stock means whenever there's a demand for metals and whenever there's a demand for steel, this stock will go up, right? That means a lot of countries have to go through suffering, like Ukraine and Russia is going through a problem right now. Steel prices are going up. Everything's going up. All raw materials will go up, right? So steel is going up like that. Now, if you think that Sri Lanka is going through a big issue, will that create a problem? I don't know. We'll have to see. But if there's another problem that happens and if the world goes to shit, then this will do really well. But from a long-term perspective, I think if you're trying to hold it from a long-term perspective, then it looks okay. It looks good. I mean, I wouldn't put a lot of money in it, but I would take a small bet in it. Cool. Now, let's look at Varun Beverages next. Varun Beverages is a very slow mover from what I know. It's a very, very, very slow mover. But it's a consistently slow mover. And what is Varun Beverages? Let's understand first, because Varun Beverages has been there from a very long period of time, right? And they're one of those bottling companies. So Varun Beverages is associated with PepsiCo since 1980, key player in the beverage industry, largest franchisee of PepsiCo in the world. Company produces, distributes wide range of carbonated drinks, which is your Pepsi, non-carbonated, etc., etc., owned and sold under PepsiCo itself. So they're one of the largest guys. So whenever you see PepsiCo happening, if PepsiCo is doing well, then Varun Beverages will do well. Also, it is a part of the RJ Group, which is the largest franchisee of Pizza Hut, KFC, Cream Bell, Costa Coffee. Very good. So good experience in QSR, which is quick service restaurants. Company operates in 6 countries, 3 in the Indian subcontinent, which 85% of the total revenues are there. Now the revenues will look bad because Sri Lanka is not going to give any revenue right now for this current company. If you look at the sales breakup as of 2020, 70% of the 70% of the volumes came from selling carbonated soft drinks. Obviously, 22% came from packaged drinking water under the brand Aquafina. So Aquafina, if you're drinking water, not Bisleri, Aquafina is a part of Varun Beverages. So Varun Beverages has been there from a very long period of time, right? And Varun Beverages is a company that also does a lot of these things. Now, earlier, Varun Beverages was also very famous for bottling. Now, what do I mean by bottling? This one. The company has backward integration facilities for production of preforms, crowns, plastic closures, boxes, pads, everything. So even they make the bottles, they manufacture it and they close it, right? So all of these things have it, and they also have strong relationship with PepsiCo. That is also there, right? So all of these good things are the extension of license agreement. They have extended the license agreement to 2039. So till 2039, Varun Beverages is not going to have a problem. It's also called varunpepsi.com. It's crazy. Like, look at this. It's called varunpepsi.com. I like this. Very slow website though. Very slow website. Damn. For a company that's 40,000 crore market cap, website's amazing. Look at the stock. Okay, let's look at the P ratio. P ratio is looking okay. This is the median that it trades right now. So this is a good time. You can enter this. Let's look at the price normally. Let's look at a 5-year timeline, max chart timeline. Okay, very safe. From a max chart timeline, it is only given growth. 165 to 900 in the last 5 years. It's awesome. 160 until 2023, you can expect this to do well. So as long as PepsiCo is in demand, or as long as Pepsi in demand over Thumbs Up, and you know now Thumbs Up and Pepsi is constantly fighting, right? They're constantly fighting. So that is something that you'll have to keep looking at, or something that you'll have to keep checking, right? Let's do a quick fundamental analysis. I just want to finally open. Let me try something. Just let me. Give me a sec. Let me just open something. I just want to do a quick analysis of Varun Beverages with respect to financials through an Excel sheet. So let me just open the Excel sheet as well. Okay, one sec. Enter valuation data. Current market price is 939. Okay. Book value and PE. What is the PE? 57.6, 94.2. 57.6. Current EPS is currently trading at what? 3 years EPS. Where is the EPS? EPS, time to EPS. Okay, profit and loss. It's so weird. They're showing December profit and loss for this company. Very interesting. Okay. Around 16 is the EPS right now. Okay, so we'll look at all of this later, right? So coming to a quick detailed analysis of Varun Beverages. Now, look at one problem that I'm constantly seeing under Varun Beverages, right? Let me just zoom in a little bit. Now, one constant problem that I'm seeing is the number of shares that Varun Beverages has, right? Number of shares is growing. So whenever number of shares is in fact gone double, right? So whenever one number of shares goes up, that is actually not a very good sign, because the dilution also happens to the investors. Now, it depends on what this is, right? Now, if you see that this has gone up like this, then there's a very high chance that a bonus was given, or if the bonus was not given, then we need to figure out what was given. Okay. Let's check bonus history. Yes, it looks like there was a bonus in 2021. See this. So as soon as you see this Excel sheet, straight away told me that the shares have doubled in 2020 to 2021. Why is that? Because there's a 1:2 bonus that was given on 2021. So the share price, I mean, it basically dilutes and gives more liquidity in the market. But a bonus is okay. But if this just constantly keep increasing shares and giving it to ESOP or giving it to someone else, that will create a small issue for you, right? That will create a small issue for everyone, right? 1 second. So just put some spammers into this one, right? Okay, cool. Now, this is one element, right? Now, let's look at the fundamental analysis. Sales is constantly growing a lot. So, this is very good. I'm okay with the sales growth that is there constantly. I'm only looking at the major ones, right? Coming down to dividend payout ratio. Okay, dividend payout is also there. So, it gives you good dividend. Dividend payout ratio is around 15 to 21%. In fact, 15% is what their average is. So, that's very good from a dividend payout ratio. Let's look at their total debt. Total debt is currently not reducing. It's still the same, which is 3355 crores. Okay, that is there. Debt reduction year on year is okay. This is correct. Now coming down, I'm just checking the cash flow. Very, very good cash flow. That means it is a very strong company with respect to fundamental analysis. Okay, this is good. Apart from that, looking at cash flow from investments, looking at free cash flow is also there. So it is a company that is doing good revenue as well. Value creation. Now look at this. Value created per INR of 5 years retained earnings market cap method. So for every 1 rupee, this stock gave you approximately 20.09 rupees. For every 1 rupee, it gave you 20 rupees in the last 5 years with bonuses included, right? With all of that included with respect to market cap, because their market cap was 3,000 crores in 2016, and now the market cap is 38,400 crores. So it's almost a 10x jump. And then you also have a bonus that got kicked in here, and that becomes a massive jump, right? That becomes a 20x jump. So this stock, if you had held it for a long period of time, it was a positive according to the Excel sheet. Okay, according to the sheet that I'm looking at right now. Let me just check the valuation summary right now. One sec. Okay, looking at the EPS method. Okay, EPS considering a 10% growth in EPS growth and 10% growth in P, the future price is expected to be around 1894, which is with a margin of safety of around 25%. So 1894 is something that my sheet is telling, and even if you put a 25% margin of safety, that something goes wrong, the P ratio, I mean the stock price should be trading at 1176. So yes, this is a good time to actually take a bet on Varun Beverages, I would say, right? This is a very, very good time that you can take a bet on this company right now. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. The debt is slightly high, which some like whenever the debt is high, it bothers me because the interest component goes high, right? Keeps increasing. If the debt is reduced, then it's very good, but it's going up constantly, and the promoter holding is still 64. Look at this. Promoter holding is very nice as at this moment. So this is also very good from that perspective. Let's look at some of the news that is there. Let's look at some of the news articles as well. Guys, please don't spam, guys, please. Thank you. Yeah, look at this. Varun Beverages ratings by Taste of its investors. Varun Beverage. Okay, there are some research articles. Let's look at some research articles. Yeah. My god, I made is just shouting on top of a voice and talking for some reason. Okay, so Motilal Oswal has given a target of buy for a 25% upside to 1175. Motilal Oswal has given this target on 4th March for Varun Beverages. Let's look at that. Let me just log in and show it to you, right? Let me just log in one sec. Which login do I use? The main idea of these sessions is to just get some understanding of how the world works and how everything works, right? So Varun Beverages, I think, is a good stock that we have all found as a community today, because I keep saying this, right? It's stock market is a game where you can make money, I can make money, and everyone can make money. It's not a game where only one of us make money. So it looks really, really interesting, right? Now, because of this, we have found a very good stock called Varun Beverages. So that is nice, right? Why are so many guys? Stop spamming, guys. It's enough. Okay, it's very annoying. So look at Varun Beverages. Varun Beverages looks very interesting. Let's look at what has happened. Multiple levers in place to drive growth. For long-term growth, expect volume growth momentum to continue. A gradual gain in market share and increasing penetration in under-penetrated markets. Higher acceptance of recently launched products and ramp up of operations in new South and Southwest India. Right. We expect out-of-home consumption mix of VBL to return to normal levels of 65% after COVID. I'm also trying to see what are the newly launched products that they're doing. Why? Because people, I don't know about you guys, but people like us are going into a very health conscious mode. So for me, even when I have Red Bull, I like drinking Red Bull sugar free. Even if I have Coke, it's like sugar free Coke, right? So I'm looking at only dietary options. So I'm actually looking at that. I mean, I know they have Pepsi diet as well. They have Pepsi Zero and all that. Coke Zero, sorry, not Pepsi. See, 90% of the sales occur via general trade channel around balance from Horeca, which is the hotels and restaurant segment that is there. Okay, cool. Now, the company has signed a co-packing agreement to manufacturing Kurkure puffcorn. By the way, this is my most lovely puffcorn because I love this, right? I really love Kurkure puffcorn. So this is something that it's manufacturing right now. The VBL is setting up a new manufacturing plant in UP, dedicated capex of 200 to 250, 20 to 25 crores. This is the first time that is ventured into manufacturing of non-beverages. That means they're diversifying from their main thing. The company may acquire additional manufacturing and distribution right of other food products of PepsiCo as well. Okay, this looks very interesting. Looking at what is going to happen in the future, and they're also diversifying from just being the beverage company to now being in different areas as well, right? So this is something that I would take a bet on. So all the people who had asked for Varun Beverages, yeah, this looks good. Good growth, water segment growth, Aquafina growth is also there. Everything is there. Yeah, debt reduction plan. Okay, net debt to equity. That's fine. Strong cash flow generation is there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I don't want to go too deep into it because then people will start getting confused if I go too deep into it. So no need on that. Okay. Okay, cool. So guys, so all the people who are asking for Varun Beverages, or all the people who are looking at Varun Beverages, it looks very well from an overall perspective. When you look at how the consumption play is going on in India, now everything is off COVID, so we're back into the original mode of spending. I mean, I don't even know when people wear, I mean, I've seen people not wearing masks anymore, so I think COVID is completely gone. So a lot of people are now going back into consumption mode, going back into your daru, whatever. And also drinking this for time pass. Now they're also expanding into other stuff, so we're going to look at that as well. But overall, from a long-term perspective, if you look at a long-term perspective, this can give you good returns over maybe 5 to 7 years. I would say a 5 to 7 year period, Varun Beverages would be a very good thing, and I'm going to keep track of this because this is going to go in my new small case now. This is very interesting. I like this. So this is nice. Okay, so for all the people who asked Varun Beverages, this looks like a good entry point as well because it is currently trading at its median price to earnings ratio. The chart also suggests something very similar. So again, but I want you guys to go obviously and do your own research. Don't just depend on this. Go more deep into it. Understand how the business works. Understand where they're getting their revenues from. How much percentage coming from where. Because I do it in a very quick fashion for me because I understand it. But I would want you guys to also do quick analysis and quick research of this stock as well. Okay. Awesome. Sorry, not Daru. Someone is like Daru. I mean, a lot of I drink a lot with Pepsi and Coke integrated, right? So I'm not a guy who drinks something and water. For me, it's something else and Coke. So yeah, this is something that I would look at. Awesome. Oh, by the way, that's it. Coming back. Okay, so that was a 1 hour 15-minute session. I hope you guys had a great session on Gudi Padwa. I hope you looked at the stocks that we were looking at. Very interesting. Varun Beverage is definitely looking good. Tata Tinplate also looks very good. Tata Consumer Products looks very good as well. I would really like Tata. Tata Power, Adani Power, someone said I would not take a bet right now. It's gone up too much, so I would definitely hold on Adani Power right now, but TCS is very good. Tata Tinplate is very good. Varun Beverages looks very good. So these KPR Mill looks slightly good for the next 2-3 months, 2-3 years maybe, but not too much. But Tata stocks obviously look very good. Tata Elxsi, I would say, is you should slightly start reducing your positions because it has gone up too much, so it's going to correct little bit. But we saw other stocks that are very close to like breakout. Keep an eye out for Reliance in the next 1 month. Reliance is looking very close to breaking out from its current region. So I would keep an eye out for Reliance as well, right? Awesome. Cool. Awesome, guys. Chalo, this is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off for today. Happy Gudi Padwa, happy Yugadi. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'm going to see you again. I'm going to put a video out on Monday. I'm going to come live on Tuesday to do a fundamental analysis of a stock. And after that, we will do more and more stuff. Okay, so this month you will be seeing a lot of me. So if you like this, please click on the like button. And also you can put many more suggestions on videos that you have. You can put in the comments below because I take all of that very seriously and I keep doing videos on this as well. Right? Awesome. I'm going to do Boat and Reliance retail analysis this month as well. Both are looking very interesting, Boat and Reliance retail. So Vipin, relax a little bit, yeah. Awesome. I hope you guys got some kind of information today. We did a lot of research on what is happening with Sri Lanka, what are the stocks that will get affected because of that, how we can take advantage of this. We looked at some technical analysis of stocks as well. Then we looked at 2 fundamental analysis of stocks as well. We like both the stocks that we looked at, and then I hope you guys got a lot of knowledge in this entire period as well. And we also banned a few users from this because these users are just spamming, so we spam them as well, so we just banned them off. And if you guys liked it, please click on the like button, click on the share button, and also click on that subscribe button below. And I will see you guys again on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Okay, this is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Have a great weekend. Okay, thank you guys, bye.